Chow, it looks like the rumors about Barack Obama and Michelle heading for a divorce won't be dying down anytime soon. Especially now that some people are more convinced that the person warming Barack's bed is Jennifer Aniston, for instance. Like, this is a magazine that...
For instance, this is a magazine that came out a couple of weeks ago. In fact, said the truth about Jen and Barack. So,
that was of all the calls you get from your publicist where you're just like, oh no, what's it going to be? Or the email saying, some cheesy tabloid is going to make up a story, and then it's that.
Yeah. Does your
I was not
publicist
mad
ever
at
go
it.
like, is there any truth to this?
No, that is absolutely untrue.
Well, I know it's not true.
Yeah.
I just don't know if everybody knows.
Well, it is untrue.
Everybody know well it is untrue. But what does Michelle really think about these rumors? Has she actually warned Jen against her husband, or are rumors of an affair swirling to distract from other allegations that Barack is allegedly on the DL? I was on a night out.
I was on a night out and had asked a limo driver if he knew anyone that would be interested in showing me around the town, and it was clear for the limo driver that I was looking for someone to enjoy the night with. The introduction was made through the limo driver.
And what happened?
We had a few drinks. I had made some comments about Warner, so we got in the limo and left, and we started drinking. I started snorting. He started smoking. I actually put my hand on his knee and started to rub up his thigh, and I performed Barack Obama.
This is not how the Obamas intended to be making headlines in 2025, but here we go, guys, here we are. Okay, I'm sure y'all have seen how there have been rumors for months now, actually about a year, that Barack and Michelle are headed for divorce. The speculation about a possible split and recently intensified when Michelle Obama was conspicuously absent from major events such as the funeral of former U.S. President Jimmy Carter. Her team later explained that she was on an extended vacation in Hawaii during the funeral, but despite this clarification, reports claiming that she distanced herself from Washington and spends limited time with Barack have fueled the rumors. Further, Michelle was also noticeably absent at Trump's inauguration, and once again that fueled the rumor even further. Even when Barack did a birthday shout out to Michelle, people said that there was something off with that post. He captioned it, "Happy birthday to the love of my life at Michelle Obama. You fill every room with warmth, wisdom, humor, and grace, and you look good doing it. I'm so lucky to be able to take on life's adventures with you. Love you." Apparently, it was weird that he said love you instead of I love you, and it was awkward that in the accompanying photo the two were sitting on opposite sides of a dining room table, their hands stretching to meet in the middle. And what's more alarming about these divorce rumors is not just fans and blogs talking about it. Someone like Meghan McCain is among the most prominent people to talk about the alleged divorce, and she went on one podcast and told host Tara Palmieri that there were very serious journalists telling her that they're hearing that the Obama divorce rumors are true. Meghan was like, "I have been hearing this rumor that the Obamas are getting a divorce by reputable people. I'm not talking about TMZ. I'm not talking about Perez Hilton. Although I love him, he's my friend. I'm talking about very serious journalists telling me that they're hearing that the Obama rumors are true." Well, allegedly, in light of the Obamas having marital issues, word on the street is that the person keeping Barack's sheets warm is Jennifer Aniston. Or is this rumor just an avenue to distract people from the real story? So there were already rumors going on for weeks that something romantic was going on between Barack and Jennifer, and within no time blogs were picking up the story. For instance, In Touch Weekly published a cover story in their print edition that was titled "The Truth About Jen and Barack," and the primary claim revolved around the fact that the two individuals were almost obsessed with each other, and Michelle Obama was rather envious of this fact. Reports even claimed that the former First Lady was jealous that Jennifer Aniston was stealing away her husband's attention. In addition, Jessica Reed Krause also wrote An article titled Insiders Predict an Obama Divorce Announcement Coming Soon, and even went into detail about the alleged affair with Jen. There were also people who said that they can confirm that the rumors were true, like this person who said that Jen herself admitted to it on a post on X, where they were like, "He's with Jennifer Aniston, my old manager, now a friend is connected to her inner circle at a gathering with Jennifer's friends. The affair came up casually. Jennifer herself admitted it. They were sitting with a psychic, which makes it sound surreal, but it's definitely not a secret among her closest friends. So what's really going on here? Are Jen and Barack actually having an affair? Honestly, if there's one thing I can agree on that has been said about this rumor is that if it is actually true, then this is going to be a political earthquake. But note that Jennifer has strongly denied such allegations on camera. She even previously appeared on Jimmy Kimmel to debunk these rumors, but they still made it to the headlines over the next few weeks. And people are actually convinced that there's an affair going on,
Being catty by saying this, it's like there were 10 years. Well, I couldn't stand my husband. You know?
do say that. You
10 long years. And guess when it happened? When those kids were little, right?
Yes.
Right? Because you can be all great individually when you're just married. You got your life, he's got his. You come together. It's all, ooh, good to see you. Bye. Take it easy. And then you have kids.
Not take it easy.
Take it easy. You're traveling. That's great. Good. I get to hang out and watch the TV I want to watch.
Right.
But the minute we had kids, it was like, where are you going? And how far? And you start measuring. It's like, how many diapers did you change? And oh, you're golfing?
Regardless, Jen has addressed the rumors again recently, noting that the decision to shut down the speculations was influenced by her personal experience with infidelity, suspicions in her marriage to Brad Pitt, and she thought that keeping quiet would fuel the rumors. A source said about this, Jen was going to have her people either not respond or give a no comment, but she thought that would add fuel to the fire. She decided to shut it down before it could get even more out of hand. The insider also noted that Jennifer has previously ignored the many Cheryl claims throughout her career, but knowing that the rumors might upset Michelle made her speak up, and they added she barely knows Obama, let alone is dating him. She told friends that after all these years of being in the spotlight, this has got to be the most bizarre piece of gossip she has ever heard about herself. She truly doesn't know how people come up with this stuff out of nowhere more than being concerned about it. She's totally baffled, but Jen's upset for Michelle because she's seen stories about the Obama's marriage being on the rocks, and she knows firsthand what it's like to be at the center of stories like that. Well, like I said, it really doesn't help that there have been rumors that Barack and Michelle are headed for divorce for months now. In fact, they have been there since 2023 when Michelle was promoting her new book, The Light We Carry, and in the discussion she talked about the difficulties of marriage and how hard it is even when you are madly in love with the person and even when everything works out right at the time. She said that the problem she faced in her marriage was that Barack was focusing so much on politics, and she was primarily looking after their daughters, Sasha and Malia, and those 10 years when the kids were growing up, it was just in true for. She also talked about how she'd start measuring tasks between her and Barack, like how many diapers each changed or how much time Barack spent at the gym, and how he even had time to play golf. Basically, Michelle admitted that there was an imbalance in their marriage for years and she was the one to sacrifice. In it, this actually sparked conversation, with people saying that Michelle was suggesting that women should stay in unhappy marriages. Remember, she had also previously written in her book Becoming that she ended up making some of the biggest sacrifices in their marriage, like when her husband's presidential campaign kicked into high gear after 2008, she took a leave of absence from her job at the University of Chicago Medical Center, knowing that it would be impossible really to stay on and be effective. She actually wrote, "It had been painful to step away from my work, but there was no choice. My family needed me, and that mattered more." And let's not forget some of the other things Michelle had to sacrifice, like how she decided to straighten her natural hair instead of keeping it in braids so that the mainstream could just adjust to having a black family in the White House. As for Barack, he also talked about how the marriage was going through the most because of how interested he was in politics, and he even said that from the beginning Michelle did not want any part of the messy political world or the exposure that came with it. And when Barack decided to run for Senate, she literally said, "Don't expect me to do any campaigning. In fact, you shouldn't even count on my vote," in a previous interview. With People, he also opened up about how he said sat down with Michelle to talk about running for president after he'd already laid a bunch of the groundwork. And according to Barack, Michelle gave him a hard look and got up from the couch and said, "God, Barack, when is it going to be enough?" And before he could answer, she gone into the bedroom and closed the door. Well, when they eventually got into the White House, Barack said that there was still an underlying tension and a loneliness because Michelle wanted to get everything done right, and that definitely got him worried. So yes, they have both talked about how politics really put a strain on their marriage. But did it really end the marriage, and did Barack actually end up cozying up to Jennifer Aniston? I don't know, guys, I don't know, but there have also been a lot of wild theories like how the affair might be a cover-up to distract the people from Barack's sexuality. The following day, I actually get a knock on my hotel room door in Gurnee, Illinois, only to find Barack Obama standing in front of it. He had actually come back. For seconds, I performed him in the hotel room at the Comfort Inn and Suites in Gurnee, Illinois. Yep, looks like the guy who said he hooked up with Obama is also back in the chats. And the one thing I can tell you about this Sinclair guy, in 20 years, he's never once changed his story. Honestly, I really don't know if all these affair rumors with Jen are only a distraction, but what I can tell you is that Michelle is livid about all these stories making the rounds. According to sources, she just can't believe she's going through this, but as always, I am dying to know your thoughts. Do you think the affair rumors with Jen are true or just a distraction to stop people from talking about Barack's sexuality? Could the Obamas be hiding something else? Sound off in the comments section below.